Hello everyone and welcome to the fourth episode of my Exploring Makam Music series. Today we are diving into the makam fret systems and understanding the scales within two octaves. The explanation is going to show you how fret work and why they are so important, as well as relationship between the makams according to these fret systems. Before explaining the fret systems, I have to tell you something important about Turkish makam music. In Turkish makam music theory, there are two foundational systems, the string tuning system and the fret arrangements or again system we can say. The string or tuning system refers to how the strings of any string instrument, whether it has two or more strings, are tuned in related to each other. This tuning is based on dynamic principles tied to makam being performed, the desire to tonal quality and artistic expression. Historically, this process has been referred to as düzmek, düzen, which means arrange, compose, or simply in like musical word tuning. It has given rise to a variety of tuning systems over time. So essentially, tuning isn't just a technical choice. It's a musical and expressive preference. The ultimate goal is to create a perfect listening experience, ensuring that the tonic note of makam resonates beautifully and consistently. In classical Turkish music, the tuning system often used the bolahenk ney as a reference. So where the note la or a at 440 Hz corresponded to neva, so re or d. This system even extends to match human vocal ranges, represented by 12 different type of neys, each corresponded half step of Western music. Common ones are mansur, süpürde, bolahenk, and kızney. As I mentioned before, we accept Rast is the mother of all makams. Some main makams has their own fret systems. Each fret has its own name and every note corresponds to a makam. So let's talk about the fret names on the Rast fret system. Okay, as you can see on the paper screen, we have yega, re. It starts from there, and 2 octave high we have tiz Hüseyni, so higher mi or e, whatever you want to say. So we have yega, aşiran, Irak, rast, dügah, segah, çargah, neva, Hüseyni, evç, gerdaniye, muhayyer, tiz segah, tiz çargah, tiz neva, and tiz Hüseyni in 2 octave scales. So in this scale, as you can see the names, we can explain all those makams. Each note has its own makam. We can explain easily all makams in just one fret system, one 2 octave scale system. That's called fret system. So basically, if a melody resolve on the neva fret by using çargah, neva, Hüseyni, acem or evç, doesn't matter, gerdaniye and muhayyer, it's called makam neva because we are staying on its place, its house, so staying on neva note. And similarly, when we use the notes between çargah and muhayyer and resolve on Hüseyni without stopping any other notes, that's called Hüseyni because we are staying on Hüseyni fret, Hüseyni note. That's why it's called Hüseyni. This shows us how basic makams work and literally how they are easy to understand and memorize their characters. This is a simpler and more melodic way to learn makams compared to theoretical system like Arel-Ezgi-Uzdilek system, which I prefer not to use last 15 years, I think, 15, 16 years. Instead, I focus on the seyir or melodic development and characteristic sound of makams. You can think that makams are like people. They each have their own unique character, behaviors, likes, needs, etc. So understanding these nuances will make your journey in Turkish music much more intuitive and personal. So if you look at the old masters like Abdülbâkî Nâsır Dede, one of the old theory master or researchers we can say, beautifully describe makam as a unique entity that when heard with its essential element forms a complete personality. So it's something indivisible and distinctive. Makams are like Rast, Segah, Neva, Hüseyni or other makams are individual melodies. And while terkips formed by combining at least two makams are the entire musical structure. Let me give you a few samples about it. For example, start with Hüseyni makam and come to conclusion or finish with Uşak on Duga. So its original place. Bring two makams together. We have Hüseyni terkip. Same as if you start with Neva and then do a Isfahan, then come to Rast with Rast. It's called basic version of Penchka. So it works like this. We're gonna talk those later very widely, and I'll explain each makam how it works or how it moves. I know it sounds crazy and complicated at first, but trust me, I will teach you all in this series with their connections each other, and that makes you to do modulation easily in the future. The works of old theory masters, researchers like Abdülbâkî Nâsır Dede, Tirevî, Küçük Artin and Kantemiroğlu, of course, inspires this approach. So they emphasize the importance of seyir, how each makam or terkip develops melodically. As we talked before, the seyir is like a journey, and where every steps is like deliberate and meaningful. In Turkish music, the notes are movable, can be movable. Some notes are not fixed, even it's written on the key signature. So this is where the concept of perde düzeni or fret arrangement system come into play. So as detailed in Seydi Edvar, so Seydi era, these arrangements define the path for notes to three steps: start, travel, and settle. The traditional and main perde düzeni in Turkish music is the Rast fret system. As you remember, we told that Rast is the mother of all makams, so this provides the foundation for melodic exploration. For example, makam Rast starts around G, so Rast note, and without stopping other notes, specifically stop on Rast note. So that melody called Rast in Rast fret system, and using those intervals and specific notes like 1 comma B flat and 4 comma Fa sharp, F sharp. So let's hear how this sounds. So first, this is our tonic G or Rast. That's a Rast sample. Or just sometimes, even if you listen to old name masters, they just Fa, Sol, gives long blow because of the tonic note we hear Rast. Because just two notes they give. Even let's do three notes. Si, la, sol, segah, duga, Rast. di da dum da dum. It gives Rast. We don't need, we don't need a tetrachord, pentachord, or one octave scale. We don't need that to explain the short makam or basic makam structure. When we talk about terkip, of course we talk about minimum octave, one octave, or if we talk about two octaves, we can see other possible modulations as well. So we can see big picture if we talk about makams over two octave scales. Okay. But in this system, depends on what you want to do, these frets can move to slightly flatter or sharper. Let me give you a sample. For example, düğüne uşak, even it's written 1 B flat as the key signature on the paper. We use 1 B flat when the melody ascending. But when the melody descending, we play 2, sometimes 2.5 comma. So we do also portamento or bend when we play or when we have a conclusion sentence, when we come to end. Okay, let me give you an example about this. You can understand better. A little bit exaggerated that portamento, that bend, to you can understand, you can hear the difference. When I go to tonic or descending melody. When I go to, for example, Neva, go to Re. 1 comma Re do si la la. That's what I meant. As I told that before in my element of makam music video, as we called ascending descending attraction, these are. So same thing in Hüseyni, fa sharp takes same action. So if we talk about, if we think there is a major tonality on Neva, so Re, Mi, Fa sharp, Sol, La, Sol, Fa, Mi, Re, there is a major. So we are stopping on second degree. We need to do that bend on third degree. So Fa sharp, our third degree. So Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Sol, Fa, Mi, Re, Mi. Mi, Sol, Fa, La, Sol, Fa, Fa, Mi, Re, Mi, Fa, Mi, Re, Mi. That bend, that movable frets gives the makams characteristic feeling. So without this, so I play without that that portamento bend. It doesn't sound good, so it doesn't give us a settled feeling. So we are expecting to melody will go on. So, but otherwise, if I do portamento and if we use that specific movement on the note, if it move the note slightly, it gives more settled feeling. So that gives Hüseyni character. Also sometimes changing even one note in this system let us to create a new fret system. Like if we change Hüseyni note with Hüzzam fret, which is 2 E flat, with that fret system, so we can call it Hüzzam fret system, we can play Hüzzam, Karciğer, basit suzinak, basic suzinak. So as you can see, it was born from the Rast fret system, and this also shows us that these makams related to each other, or you can move to Rast fret system then come back to Hüzzam fret system. So we can see the relations between the makams, and it gives us more flexibility to do modulations. You'll understand it later, but now just as a information, basic information, you know that. To make it easier to connect frets to makams, think of each fret as a unique personality. So when you play within Rast fret system but emphasize different notes, you naturally create different makam. So you come to different makam. When the drone or pedal note change, it basically means there is a modulation, or you have already done a modulation. You change the makam. So you are on the different makams word and feeling them. Well, before coming to the end, I will give you a brief improvisation sample to use Rast fret system only, fret system makams only, and you can see the relationship between the makams, between the frets, and we will need when we talk about modulations. Okay, let's hear it. Yes, let's demonstrate it. So start with Rast first. So we done Rast. I come to Segah note, B, 1 comma flat. So now I'm doing Segah because I come to Segah, hane, Segah, place. La sharp, A sharp I take. I come to Neva. I create some Neva sentence, then Hüseyni note, and as you hear, and every makam, my drone, my pedal note is changed, so that creates new makams or each makam. Then H, so fa sharp, H. Muhayyer, la, hayır la. Then back to Hüseyni. Çargah. Coming on Dügah. Its old name is Dügah-ı Kadim, but nowadays we call it Uşak, this one. Yegah. Irak. Aşira. Back to Rast again. This is a short demonstration of what I explained today in this video. That's it for today's episode. So I hope you enjoyed this exploration of makam music fret system. In the next episode, I will explain some important notes, important words, terminology, and some phrases to understand my future, those will help you understand my future videos. If you like this video, please don't forget to click like button and share in your circle and describe for more insight into Turkish classical music. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video. Bye bye.